Now we're recording.
Very nice.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite education host. Up there is my good friend Lindsay, and I'm here asking her some really important questions as always because I have the questions, she has the answer.
It's always that format,
Yeah, I don't know how to answer anything. I just have a ton of questions in my head. I'm like, what is happening? Another back to school,
eh? Mm-hmm.
right? What are your highlights for this year's back to school versus last year's?
Like for Schoolio?
Yeah. Oh, life. People want to know.
It was good. We have so many more users this year, so it's been a lot busier. A lot more people to chat with, a lot of awesome, mostly moms that we've been helping out, and lots of kids. Kids Club has been super
Kids Club. Exactly. We did change our pricing. And for people that are wondering, we did have a price change. We had been doing $100 a family for about a year, maybe almost 2 years now. And then as the product grew, we came and we needed to obviously change the pricing so we could be around longer, but also make sure that parents don't feel the pinch. So the new pricing is twofold. The core package is $29.99, right? That gives you all the stuff you need for academic, and it also includes a ton of electives. So if you need nothing else, your investment is $29.99, and you get a sibling discount, which is
30%.
30%. So that's just to get you started. Your foundational, like ground level zero, get rid of anxiety, get rid of stress, not sure where to start, how to start, boom. And then once you sign up with us, you now have an option to get the first bit of help from us, which is our student success plan. Over to you. What is student success plan?
Student Success Plan is when one of our Schoolio teachers looks at a survey that you've completed about your kid, and you tell us all about their interests and their academics and everything you want to tell us about them. And then we design a custom program for them. So all their electives are based on their interests. If you want to follow state or provincial alignment, you can say that and we'll set that up for you. And then it's all laid out for you. All you have to do is go and plug it into your schedule.
That's amazing. I know, shout out to Sarah, who's been working on this a lot, but what are some of the aha moments for you guys as you've seen parents, use the product, and then, once we delivered it, what are some of the messages we've getting written back from parents?
It's been really well received. A lot of parents, it's interesting because you see the same comments over and over again, the same worries over and over again. So we're learning a lot about where parents need more support, and everybody worries about the same thing. Everybody's worried if their kids are behind in math. Everybody's kids hate writing, and they're worried that they're behind. Always that word. Behind.
Yeah.
And just a lot of parents who it's their first time, they're stressed out about what courses they choose and their frequency and the schedule and all of that. So it's really just that helping layout to get you started. And then you can always switch things up, of course, once you get started. But it's that support.
Yeah. I love it, man. So now we have that up and running. And then the other big thing that we relaunched is Kids Club, right? I think today was our first day of 3 sessions. Talk to us, Lindsay. Kids Club.
Today was our first Kids Club. So we've done Kids Club kind of sporadically before, and we've done a lot of like one-off parties and events like that in our virtual space. But this is our full launch of a weekly Kids Club. So it's designed to be mostly social. So it's for kids, the same group of kids week after week, and small groups. So they get to know each other really well. And it's not random kids every time. So they can build some friendships. And then all of our programming is designed around that sort of like relationship building. So we do like get to know you games. And then we sneak a little educational stuff in there. Sarah,
not too much, just
not
a little.
Too much. We don't want the kids to feel like they're in class.
Like, Mom, you lied to me. This feels like work.
The core is that it be fun and that it be like friendship building.
Yeah.
So that's the purpose of it. And then we're teachers, so we can't help putting some educational stuff in there. But yeah, the kids love it. They love the space. It's not like your regular Zoom call where it's just faces. It's a whole virtual like school.
Right.
We have an auditorium, we have classrooms, we have a recess yard with go-karts, which you will never get at a regular public school. And the kids make an avatar and they run around, and it's really fun.
That's awesome. How much is the cost for a parent to get involved on that?
It's $24 a month, which is only $6 a class.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't remember if it's because I know last year we let anybody join, even if you're not a Schoolio customer. But I think now, is it the same or it's only for Schoolio customers?
Right now, we have it open to anyone.
Right.
We've only really told Schoolio customers about it, but yeah, it's open to anyone.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the benefit, it's a little bit of an upsell from us, is if you are a customer, then most likely you're going to make friends with other kids who are also using the product. And if they're kids in similar grades, now you have somebody who can co-pilot and study with you, gives moms another parent who can also be a fellow on-demand teacher. If you're stuck at teaching something, but and as another kid that's doing the same program, you now have a relationship you can build. So, the upsell is really about expanding your relationship, less about pay more for the sake of paying it. So if there's a value in and you're not a customer yet, but you want the kids club, I think there's a couple of good reasons why you should maybe do both. Mm-hmm. Third, the on-demand tutoring, something that we're working on. Many customers have reached out to us saying, hey, I don't want to teach everything. For things that I don't want to teach, can you guys teach it? And initially we're like, listen, why don't you just go and get tutoring? But when we looked at the market, even if you sign up for 3 times a week, 2 times a week, times 4 weeks, at minimum, $60, $70 that people are charging, that's a pretty expensive add-on. So we decided, just like Kids Club, what if we can offer our parents that are using our digital product an on-demand tutoring service where you could have just an hour if you need, because that's all you need. You're stuck on grade 4 fractions because God knows nobody likes fractions. But you're like, man, I just don't know how to teach it, or the way I'm explaining it, my kids are not understanding clearly, or I just need an afternoon off. Can somebody else just take over for an hour? We have now an on-demand program that's in the work, should be out by mid to late October, where you can, from your portal, click a scheduler, pick an hour, pick a date, pay for it, and go. We're going to make it super affordable. So we're still working through the numbers, but it's nowhere going to be close to what the market rate is, because again, this is just a way for us to help parents that are committing to us to help them get some of their hours back. So that's going to be coming out. I'm excited about it. There's been a lot of demand.
And I love that low commitment, like buy a block of hours and use them when you need them.
Exactly. Right. So that's sort of the short-term update for back to school. Lindsey and I will be back, and hopefully we'll do more of these so that you guys have access to us. I had a parent call me and was really surprised that one of the founders picked up the call. Mm-hmm. And I know you get that a lot, Lindsey. Am I talking to the founder? And we're like, yeah, because as much as we're founders, we're also parents first. And we've been in your exact seat for many, many times. And so we're not always available, but when we are available, we can chat with the customer on a chat on Facebook or Instagram, or take a call. You're not bothering us. It's a privilege.
And if you're not in the Schoolio Facebook group, you should be, because that's where I hang out and a few other employees and
exactly
questions. And it's a really nice little community.
Awesome. So we're going to hang up and be back with another episode shortly. Send us questions, send us comments, send us feedback. If we could be better, if we want to be better, so let us know.